guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's video is my January favourites, and you're probably wondering, why is this going up late February? Life has just got in the way and I was like, should I still film it? But I've got lots of things I want to share with you, so I'm going to do it. And the good bit is, at least now when this goes up, you've not got long to wait for my February favourites. So let's jump right in. So I've got a range of beauty type skincare products, makeup, that kind of stuff as usual, and then I've got two kind of edible products. So I'll get started with the edible products. As usual, everything will be linked underneath if you see anything you like. So the first kind of standout product for me is this tea by Bird & Blend. It's the Assam House Blend. Now, I happened upon this tea because I was looking for another kind of black tea. Now, I love English breakfast type tea and that kind of strong black tea taste in the morning. I still have milk and stuff with it, but I like that nice kind of tea taste. And I happened upon this, and I actually made a teapot of this tea recently when we had like a family get together. And this was like a range of ages, a range of people who just drink standard black tea. They don't like adventurous teas. I've tried them on other ones and they've not been so keen. They all unanimously loved this, with milk as well, and yeah, they loved it. So basically, the Assam House Blend, it says a stronger Earl Grey blend with full-bodied Assam. So what this tastes like, it's like your English breakfast tea, but it's just got that hint of bergamot that just elevates it to something extra special. So it's got Ceylon black tea and Assam black tea and Kenyan black tea, which generally make up things like English breakfast tea, and then a natural bergamot oil. But there is just something about it. It has got such a delicious flavour profile that it just like melts on the tongue. It's just gorgeous. I've tried it with and without milk. It's lovely either way. It's just a really, really lovely tea. It is a loose leaf tea. I think you might be able to get it in tea bags as well, and I'll put a link underneath if you want to try it out. But you really can't go wrong anyway with Bird & Blend tea blends. They do so many amazing ones, but this one really stood out to me this month, and I just really wanted to mention it and open with it because yeah, it's just elevated my month. Next up on the edible scale, from my favourite chocolatier, and this is Hotel Chocolat. So these are batons. I've spoken about batons before. Up till now, my favourite have been the peanut butter batons, but these new ones they brought out, oh my gosh, the next level. So these are the New York cheesecake batons. Oh, they're so good. So it says, batons cast in white chocolate with yoghurt and vanilla. These are just so Moorish. They really do taste like cheesecake. So the yoghurt basically creates this almost sourness that kind of hits your tongue and just really makes it feel like you're eating New York cheesecake. In fact, I actually think it tastes better than New York cheesecake. So you can see like the vanilla and stuff in there, and this is what the baton looks like. These are so good. When I went to buy these the other day, I was actually speaking to the woman in the shop and she was saying these are her absolute favourite as well. And apparently the limited edition, which scares me because they are so good. I have bought about 8 boxes of these since they've come out because they're just that good. So if you're in the UK, they retail at £7 a box, so you can get 2 boxes for £12. You don't have to get the same batons, you can get this and something else. If you're in the US, it's quite a bit more expensive. It's $14.95 or $24.90 because it is a British made and British brand, so obviously imported into the US is a bit more expensive. But these are the best chocolate, the best anything I've ever tasted. They are so good, so good. So if that sounds like something you would like, I would urge you to grab them before they stop making them. I'm kind of hoping that they won't stop making them, that everyone will buy them and love them as much as I did, and then they'll have them as part of the permanent collection. But honestly, these are just life-changing. So, like makeup-wise, this is a primer. Now, if you've watched me for a while, you'll probably know I've never really been a fan of primer. I've never used one that's done anything spectacular where I've thought, oh yes, I must buy this or I must keep using it. So I've tended to skip out on it because I haven't found they've been that great. But this month I tried the brand new launch from Hourglass, and let me tell you, best primer ever. I am now a convert. So it is super expensive because it's Hourglass, but oh my gosh, does it work. So this is the Vanish Airbrush Primer, and it's just phenomenal. You just need the teensiest amount. I would probably use slightly more than this, but I don't want to waste it. You're probably not going to see on my hand what this does, but it basically, it blurs the complexion. It gives you that lit from within glow, makeup sits perfectly on top of it and lasts all day. Genuinely lasts all day. It also seems to keep kind of oiliness and shine at bay as well, so I'm someone who, like, later on in the day or after lunch or whatever, I kind of need to dust with a bit of powder or else I look super shiny, whereas this just seems to eradicate a lot of those kind of issues. And because you need so little of it, even though it's expensive, I'm expecting this is going to last me like 6 months or something, because you just need such a small amount. Now, like I said, it's expensive, it's Hourglass, as you would expect. This retails at £50 in the UK, $56 in the US. Now, I'm kind of hopeful that they will eventually bring out like a travel size version so you can try that before getting the big one, like they do with the other primer in the range. The other primer in the range is good. This is just next level. It's just phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about this primer. It's the best primer ever, in my mind anyway. Then I've got a kind of hair care product. It's a comb. A bit random, I know, but this is my new favourite comb. I've really been loving it, and I was like, should I mention it? Is that a bit weird to mention a comb in your favourites? But it's really been a favourite. So it's just super wide tooth. Obviously, there's lots of wide tooth combs on the market. You know, it's nothing too revolutionary, a wide tooth comb, but I like the design of it. I like how wide the teeth are on it. It's also got that like little gold accent at either end, and it's done in, I think they call it Prussian blue. So this is actually a Dyson comb. I don't think it says Dyson on it. Oh, there it is. It does say Dyson on it there. I was thinking it didn't say it, but it does. It says Dyson there. It's just brilliant. I just love the comb. It makes me happy when I see it. It's super lightweight, yet really feels well made. It's just a great comb and I love it. I mean, it's expensive again. This is £15 in the UK, $24.99 in the US, because Dyson's obviously a British brand, but I just love the comb. I really, really like it. So I felt like I had to mention that to you. Moving on, I've got two products that are just incredible. It's from a new branch that recently launched in the UK, and it's as amazing as people say it is. Been in the US for a while, and it's just awesome. And that brand is Necessaire. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I believe it's a US brand, certainly in the US. And there's two products in particular that I love. I can't wait to try more from the range because it's just phenomenal. Now, both of these products are fragrance free. They launched recently at Space NK, and I've just fallen in love. They're just so good. So first of all, we've got the body lotion. Now, it's fragrance free. They are available in scented or fragranced versions, but for me, I can be prone to quite sensitive, sensitized skin. I can be prone to little patches of eczema, things like that, and this doesn't exacerbate it. Another thing I really like about it being unscented is if you are wearing perfume or anything like that, the perfume just clings to the body lotion, and the body lotion isn't adding a scent or anything that's going to alter your perfume, so it just smells like whatever perfume you've put on. Now, Necessaire as a brand, they are all about really using high quality ingredients like what you would put on your face but for your body. And this is when you kind of think, why has this not been done before, or has it and I've just totally missed it? But the quality of the ingredients and the amounts that they use in these products is why you can see a real difference when you use them. So first of all, this is the body lotion. You can kind of see how much I've used of this. It says the body lotion is a daily multivitamin moisturizer for the skin. Apply all over body, massage until absorbed. They also strongly believe in kind of ethos of looking after the planet and things like that, so they participate in a lot of that. And the packaging is like super sleek and kind of basic, but the products are so good that it really doesn't need anything more than that. So this retails at £28 in the UK, $25 in the US, because like I said, I think it's a US brand. It's worth every penny. It really, really is good. Even if you just save it for sort of sensitive bits of skin, it's one of those, you use the product and not only does your skin feel hydrated and moisturised when you've applied it, it kind of feels that way for days after, and even when you've rinsed it off, your skin feels softer than it was before. So I do genuinely think over time, I have certainly noticed a great improvement in the skin on my body, and I think you will too, because it really does seem to make that difference compared to anything else I've used. And I've used more expensive brands than this and paid a lot more for it in the hope of finding that kind of holy grail body moisturiser. This is it. So this is what it looks like. So this is the body lotion. So you can see it's not like sinking in the second you apply it. You do have to kind of work it in, but then it does sink in. So it's kind of that perfect in between, because I always think if you've got a body lotion that sinks instantly into the skin, how much hydration is it doing? Whereas this, you work for it a little bit, but it's not like I've got to wait ages and then put my clothes on. You can put your clothes on as soon as you've like massaged it in. And then the other product that I've loved this month, and I've possibly loved this even more than the body lotion, simply because it's super portable and I've been reapplying all the time, even though I probably don't need to, it is the hand cream. Now, I use hand cream, but I'm one of these people that will get a hand cream, use it for a day or two and then forget about it, put it in my bag, put it at the side of the bed, wherever, and then forget to apply. This has just been such a pleasure that I have reapplied so many times. You can probably see from the tube how much of it I've used. Now, it's a metal tube, kind of wish it wasn't. I think I would prefer it to be almost in like the recycled plastic like the other one, or something else, I don't know, but that's the only negative with this. Not a big lover of the packaging, just because I've found with other products, not with this, but with other products, that when you kind of wind it down with a metal tube, sometimes it splits the tube and you lose products, and then it's like a pain. But hopefully that won't happen. I've been really careful with this tube. But this is a peptide hand cream, moisturise, nourish, protect. The hand cream is a fast absorbing daily peptide and multivitamin moisturiser for skin health. Apply all over hands, massage until absorbed. Oh, and all these products are made in the US. So this is 65 ml, 2.2 fluid ounce. Again, fragrance free, but you can purchase fragrance versions, I think. You certainly can in the body lotion and the body wash and stuff. This is £20 in the UK, only available at Space NK, and $20 in the US. And this is what it looks like. So this, I find I put a bit too much on actually. It absorbs into the skin a little quicker than the body lotion does. And it's one of those, once you've put it on, you don't get any stickiness at all. Your hands just feel super soft. So even, because this is the big thing with me, right, with hand cream. So I'll apply hand cream and then I'll be like, oh, but now I need feel like I need to wash my hands, otherwise I'm going to be touching my hair, and it's going to be going on my hair, it's going to be going on my phone, it's going to be going on everything I touch. And with this, you just don't feel like it. You almost feel like you've not applied anything. Once it's sunk in, it's like untraceable. And one thing I like about it as well is I do get little bits of eczema and stuff on my hands, and this really seems to have been helping with it, more so even than like steroids and other specific moisturisers I've used for it. So I'm just so impressed with this. I've already ordered a backup of each product because I don't want it to run out. I feel that strongly about it. So I just felt like I had to mention it. I'm sure there'll be somebody watching this video that could really do with these sorts of products as well. And if you do have sensitive skin or eczema or anything like that, I would urge you to take a look at this brand, because their ingredients are phenomenal. There's nothing in there that's going to kind of irritate your skin. And like I said, it's fragrance free and everything, which kind of sounds boring, doesn't it? Like maybe some people like a scent in their hand cream. I kind of do in a way, although like I said, it can affect your perfume and sort of give you a bit of a weird mix if it doesn't smell the same as your perfume. But I can definitely appreciate the fact that it feels undetectable and works so well, and I don't feel like I'm missing the fragrance like I thought I would. Hopefully that makes sense, not just rambling on too much, you know me. The other thing I wanted to mention, so this is not a favourite, this is actually something that I dislike. Now, I don't know where this fits in a favourites video. Let me know whether you want to kind of see this again. But I want to mention something I'm really unimpressed with. So this must happen to all of us at some point or another, where you get some products, you're excited to use them, and you're like, this is awful, I'm throwing it in the bin, I really don't like it. And it doesn't happen too often. Most products are half decent at least. But this month, this product I use, I really don't like, and I felt I'd mention it. Give me some feedback, let me know if you'd like me to kind of do this thing every month, assuming I find something I don't like every month. But this is something that came out of one of the beauty boxes we unboxed recently. It's from the Beauty Crop, and it's the Brow Friends Forever brow gel. It says with castor oil and vitamin E, looks like a super cute size, like the brush and everything. But the actual formulation of this is awful. So I applied it a couple of times just to make sure it wasn't anything else doing this. It's definitely this. What it does is, yes, it's a great brush, gets in, lets you kind of lift your brows however you want to, but then it dries down and you get like white flakes. It's awful. stay away from this. It's awful. I don't know if I've got a dud one. If you've used it, let me know your thoughts, but I think it's awful. So I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Like I said, I'll link everything underneath if you want to pick anything up. Let me know what you think of my favourites and if there's anything you've been loving this month. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!